Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today, and today I picked up my first Barbie style doll. Now, these are part of a collection that is a collaboration with at Barbie Style on Instagram, and they retail for $100 each. And as far as I know, they are basically just online exclusives. I did get mine on Amazon the same day that it dropped, and I did pay full retail for it because this is Barbie style doll number 3. And what makes her different from the previous two Barbie style dolls is that she is on a curvy body. And if you've seen my previous videos, you know that I love nothing more than Barbie body diversity in my doll collection. Because not only is she going to be on a great unique body, because I'm pretty sure that she is on a mid-tone skin tone, but she's going to have all of the fashions that are custom tailored to fit curvy dolls, which most of the time Barbie loves to give us t-shirt dresses, which can be styled to be pretty cute, but they are not, you know, curvy girls aren't out there wearing t-shirt dresses all the time. And they have it hard enough in actual fashion. You think that Barbie could do a little bit better. But life imitates art, and as you can see from the marbling on this case, this doll is more towards art. So art imitates life. So let's get her open. So as you can see, she has several pieces. And I am so excited about her because she is so pretty. She has this, so everything in here is covered by panels, little plastic panels to keep things where they belong. And everything looks very, very cute. The only problem I'm having right now is keeping this box posed open correctly without holding it. But so we do have a denim skirt over here, sort of a tweed jacket, a classic striped shirt, some track pants, a big sequin jacket, another pair of shoes on this side, a cute little handbag. Let me tilt y'all down a little bit more so you can see a little bit more of the details that are down there. We've got some bangles, and then actually those might be earrings. I think they're earrings. No, they're bangles. I was right. And a cell phone, a pair of silver tennis shoes, and another purse over here. So in addition to the sunglasses that she's wearing on top of her head and the little sort of underwear outfit that we're going to reveal as soon as we take her out. But I just want to take a quick second just to look at some of the artwork that's on the side of the box. This comes from the Barbie style Instagram, and it is very cute. My only thing is we don't get this dress, I don't think, unless it's in here. Oh, never mind. That's just my bad photo angle. That's the denim skirt and the black shirt that she's wearing. But she looks great in between here. And what I couldn't tell from the photos was what skin tone she was going to actually be. Because part of it, she looks Latina, and part of it kind of just looked a little bit like she matched really closely to the original Barbie. But because she was on a curvy body, I took the risk. And so we are going to compare her to the other skin tones that we have here at the end of the video after I start talking about all the other things. But first and foremost, let's try and get some of this stuff out. Now, bear with me because I have not opened one of these before, so I'm not entirely sure how they open. So we do have this nice sort of modesty panel because underneath she has got a matching tank top and underwear set, which is super cute in my opinion. And I am excited that they included it. And I'm going to hold on to this panel because this is a great thing to do online. I do see a lot of people that make their own Barbie style boxes. And then this whole thing comes out, which is great. And then we still have a nice display box. So I'm actually going to take this and move it back and reveal our other Curvy girls back there for a second. But we're gonna tilt this down so we get a little bit more of a look at the back of all of this. So she does have her certificate. And she does come with a stand, which is nice, because I really don't appreciate when Mattel charges a ton of money for a doll and then doesn't give us a stand. And of course she's got her certificate, the Barbie style. And then we're gonna take this. Now this does, sorry about that. This does match the stands that Barbie Looks has, which I'm fine with because they're nice basic stands, and I actually love the stands that Barbie Looks decided to do. It's a little firm to get in place. There we go. And so we have our stand set up now. And then what I'm going to do is actually see how easy it's going to be to remove her from her box, because I'm going to try to save this box as closely as I can, really, because it is a great box. And so what I want to do, really, is just try to take as much of this off without injuring the box, because again, at a $100 price point, it is an expensive doll and a very expensive doll box. And so what I'm gonna do is try and take these out while maintaining the integrity of the box by slowly folding these back in and removing them from the other side. And we've got a little bit of tape on this one. Nothing too traumatic, I don't think. It shouldn't tear through the box. But we're gonna just kind of slowly remove it just in case, because we do get a little bit of box trauma, but nothing that will scar the box, really. I spoke too soon. We do have some more tape up here. Okay. Okay, but we've got that. Because my goal is to really just kind of pop it out to where it's not going to hold the doll in, because I don't see any staples that are holding her into the actual box part, which is nice. But again, looks can always be deceiving. Okay, so we did get it out, and we do see that we've got all of her head staples and her little plastic connectors on this side, and this is what she looks like up close. She's got a beautiful face and a nice, beautiful curvy body. And then behind her, we do have a micro pack label that's like recyclable. So I'm gonna take that off. Maybe not. Maybe I'll leave that because it was starting to tear the decorative part. So what I'm gonna do now is finish removing her from the box with my staple puller things and my nippers. But again, I like to be overly careful about these just in case, because with some of these, they are very hard to get out of the boxes. And this one was relatively easy for being a designer doll. I anticipated a lot more pushback, but I didn't get it, which is great. But they do have some of these on the side that are not tapered. So I'm going to use my nipper to cut through them. Like that. Maybe on this one. Yeah, okay. Like that. Okay. And then I'm going to... I never quite understand why they do the thread on some of them, but the goal is to always remove the doll from the packaging with the least amount of trauma. Not always possible, but always attempted. Okay. And so we did get her out. She does have some blonde highlights. She's got a very soft hair. It is a little messy. I would probably run a comb through it real quick, but what can you expect after having been sewed in? So this is very cute. It is just like a basic black tank top, which is kind of the vibe that all of the Barbie style dolls have had. And while I love the other Barbie style dolls, they didn't bring anything new to the actual Barbie line, which I was a little concerned by. It was just nicer, well put together accessories and clothes compared to this one that brought us a rare skin tone in a different body type, not to mention all of the extra clothes. And so for anyone that is wondering, let me show you how she stacks up. So there she is, right in the middle of our skin tones. This is the original Curvy Made to Move. This is the newer Made to Move. This is the original Looks Made to Move Curvy, and this one is the BMR Curvy. And so I think she is closest to our Latina skin tones. But let me pull a regular Millie from my collection real quick. Actually, she's not going to stand up on her own without feet, so I'm going to stick her on her stand just for a second, so that way she doesn't fall over and you guys can get kind of a little look at her while she's like that. But she is a very good looking doll. So here she is kind of compared to the kind of basic Made to Move. So she is actually a little lighter. And then here's her compared to the basketball Made to Move. So she is more in that Latina skin tone than the like Malibu Barbie one. But she's not as dark as I'd want her. I'd prefer to be a little bit more mid-tone to really match some of these Latina dolls that have come out. But at $100 a doll, you're not generally going to want to be buying this one for body swaps. But fingers crossed, because they made this for the Barbie Styles, that we'll be getting a re-release of the Dancer doll, because I think this is the same skin tone as the Made to Move break dancer. And she looks just incredible, I think. Just a little bit more of her face. I want to show you guys. So I'm going to set her off to the side now, and let's look at her fashions, because we are going to get them out of her box. Because we need to. She needs to have her fashions be freed. Again, I'm always looking for more skin tones and more body swaps and just more diversity from all of our dolls. Okay, so she does have a little bit of tape here on the side. I just kind of want to show you guys how these boxes really open up. So there is going to be a little pushback from these because of the taped sides, but it shouldn't be too big of an issue. But again, I'm not entirely... I appreciate how it's designed, but not really, because it makes it that much harder to get out of the box. But so do be careful. There are some like hidden little hidden hooks to really getting it out of the box. Okay, there we go. So that's that first one. So let's kind of look at these. So here is our Barbie coat. Just check out that iridescent under my ring light. Like, that is awesome. And it has a full lining, it looks like. Yep, even down into the sleeves. That is a full lining. There are no little staples holding it onto anything, so you're not going to find any little irritating holes in your clothes. And then the same thing goes with the track pants, which are just awesome. These are well put together. This is a fabric stripe that goes down the side. It's not a decal. And it looks super cute. And then we have our accessories that are down here with our little purse. And there's an actual little signature on there you guys can see. It's not just a smudge. And the purse does open. And then it clicks back. And again, we've got our Barbie shoes right here. This is a new mold, which I'm always grateful for when it comes to Barbie accessories, because new molds means we will probably see them in other places, in other dolls. Because Mattel very much does not like to design something for a single use, which is good for us, but, you know, also means that we are going to have things repeat. But I prefer a repeating function because sometimes something gets released in a color that you just don't love. And the nice thing about repeating molds is that you don't have to love it if you don't feel like loving it. And then again, we've got these little flaps on the inside, which are not ideal, but they are a good way to hold them in. Because anything that doesn't involve staples, I'm good with. Like 100%, I am okay with them doing this on other versions of dolls because there are so many staples when it comes to these dolls nowadays that it really does detract from the opening experience, to where I would much rather have these where it's a little bit trickier to get them out compared to the ones. I did have a little bit of a snag on this one because it didn't want to come out, but that's okay. And again, the goal is to kind of get this box back into position so we can put it back into our Barbie style like main box. But we have a wonderful outfit that came out very easily. Unfortunately, one of the shoes that looks like this fell down into my carpet, and I now have to take a second to look for it because I was trying to keep the box from ripping, and I did not catch a glimpse of where it went, which is unfortunate because I have lots of boxes below my feet right now. Oh, I found it. We're good. That is the only bad part about having a setup space where you have a lot of boxes left to open because I'm making more videos. Things fall into them. So those are her second pair of shoes. It doesn't look like an entirely new mold, but it very much could be, and I'm just not familiar with it. And then we have our Barbie skirt, which, unlike most Barbie clothes, opens in the front. It opens where a normal skirt would. Like, this is a really well put together skirt. It has real pockets. It has pockets on the back. This has more pockets than an actual woman's garment would have, I feel like. And then we have our jacket. Again, a nice full lining. It doesn't come down all the way into the sleeves, but this is also a different kind of jacket to where it would really only have it on this part, I feel like. And you have real buttons that are in there. And unlike a lot of colors, these don't pop up immediately after you take it out of the box, which is nice. And this is a long sleeve shirt, which I thought was a short sleeve shirt when I was looking at the box, but that's great because it gives us more opportunity to do that. The only thing I worry is this shirt looks a little boxy compared to most other Barbie outfits. So I am gonna have to try it on to make sure that I like the way it fits before I really commit to having it on one of my dolls permanently. And then I'm going to show you all the accessories. So this is our little Barbie phone. As you can see, it does have like a little Instagram page with Barbie style. You can see that logo if you look pretty closely. I'm really only able to identify that because I'm familiar with it. But, and I'm not sure how these, okay, so we have a bangle, another bangle, and then let me show you all the purse. So the purse is in its own little plastic wrap. because I'm pretty sure this is a fabric purse. Or a leather purse, I'm not quite sure. I don't remember fully what it's supposed to be. Okay, yeah, this is the leather purse. And this has got this is an actual fabric purse. And it feels like leather, but it's probably high-end pleather. It does not open because it is kind of sewn shut. So theoretically it does open, but once it does, it doesn't have a snap. So unless you want to kind of keep that open, I wouldn't suggest opening yours. So let's give it a look. Let's compare what all we've gotten. So here is our Barbie. She looks great. Those are the sunglasses that she comes with. There's like pearls around the edge or bubbles. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be. I'm not a huge fan of when they put this into hair because there's always some form of securing and it screws up what you can do with the hairstyling. But I'll probably leave it on her for now. So let's see how the first outfit looks. Now the nice thing is all of these are designed to be mix and matched. Like most Barbie clothes, they want you to experiment with being the designer. But her little track pants do come up over her underwear. You don't have to take the underwear off. They do go full leg length, which is nice because a lot of times we just get kind of capris, things like that. And then I'm going to show you what the coat looks like on. And now the okay. And so that is the coat. It is an oversized coat, but that also means it would probably look pretty decent on a Ken doll. Because on a Ken doll, it's going to have a much more fitted look. So I'm not a huge fan of this jacket, but I also knew ahead of time that I probably wouldn't be. Because I don't tend to love really flashy jackets, because it seems like one of those plus size things that they love to do. But again, if I was going to style her, I don't know if I would use any of these pieces together, as evidenced by my dolls in the back that have kind of different aesthetics going for them. But let's see what the skirt looks like on for the second outfit. So that was our first outfit. Okay, we're gonna take this off. And this is basically just a like a Creatable World tank top sized up. So nothing really groundbreaking about this. But again, we do have full made-to-move articulation, which is the reason that I was willing to spend $100 on this doll. But she is gorgeous, and she is a made-to-move body color that I do not have yet because I have not been able to get the breakdancing made-to-move Barbie because she was already sold out by the time I started collecting made-to-moves. And she, unfortunately, has not been restocked like a lot of the others have. But and so this is what our stripy shirt looks like. And my worriness of being boxy was kind of unfounded because she does have a bit of tapering to her on that, which is nice because I was a little worried about that. Now let's see how these go on with the front clasp, which is going to be a little different because especially on these types of skirts, I'm a little used to them being, oh my gosh, what is the word? Fully opening at the back. And so we can push this down over our clasp, over our waistline, or whatever. Or we can just leave it. We can bunch it up a little bit. It does get a little off. I don't know if that looks great with the way it's done. Maybe if I took off the, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this over the, over all of the Velcro. And tuck it in, tuck the shirt into it, maybe. Okay, well, that looks a little bit better. So I'm not a huge fan of this skirt, I don't think. I feel like there were better options, but Barbie Style's whole thing is the outfits are picked by the Instagram followers. They give you a bunch of different choices and you vote on them, and then it works. So again, I feel like I'm tired of tight sleeves for things because I want to be able to just put the outfits on without worrying about it snagging the lining or anything, and I'm gonna have to take the hands off. Oh, son of a shoosh. And that's why I don't take the hands off usually, because I just went and snapped this doll hand off, which is why I hate tight sleeves. And this is not really a fault of Mattel or anything. This is just, the hands are designed to be removed, but in practice, that's not as easy as it seems. But thankfully that plug just kind of goes back in, and I just kind of got to remember to be more gentle with that hand going forward. It's not my first made to move that snapped. It will not be my last. That is how it works. The sleeves are a little in the way for this jacket as it is. I'm just trying to push the sleeves up over them, but it is unfortunate that it does not really want to slide on very easily. That is something that I've encountered with a lot of Barbie clothes, especially jackets, is they don't like to go on very easily over things just because of how tight the sleeves are. But so this is her second outfit, which I do love. It is kind of cute. I would pair this probably with a black dress instead, or this would actually look really cute over this jumpsuit. And I do have a couple of extra of her, so I may give her one of these jumpsuits. But overall, breaking the hand is kind of expected at this point. But that's why I say when you do try to remove those, do be prepared to break the hand. Like, just trust me, it's gonna happen at some point, and just hope that you can get it to where it's not in the most obvious way. Now, I do have a little bit of a loose thread here, and I'm just gonna snip this off. Um, but that's how it looks. And of course she has these little shoes. Either way, you can put her shoes on like this. These heels are a little tight, surprisingly, and don't really fit that well. But it is a new mold, and that's one of those things, because this does not slide in. Like, you can't really force it either. And it's almost like, even on the Made to Move body, her ankles don't go back far enough to really wear those properly, you know what I mean? Like, she's pitching a lot forward still. And I did lose another thing off to the side, so I'm gonna have to look for that here in a second. But overall, the majority of it is well put together. It's well made. It's there's no staples, which I do love. I do love that fact. And it is a great new skin tone on a Made to Move body. We didn't get any socks or anything like that. I'm gonna stick her on her stand for y'all to just kind of admire amongst the others while I do a little bit of recapping. So again, she is gonna be a closer match to your Latina looking dolls and your darker toned Barbies. Not quite the same as, say, like the California Barbies or the Malibu Barbies are, but a good portion of it, a good portion of the Latina dolls are going to match her, which I do love. But at $100 a doll, she is not going to be one that I'm buying for rebodying. But it does give me hope that because they did this doll, they are going to either give us a playline Made to Move, or they are going to give us a re-release of the Breakdancer Barbie, which would be good either way because they're about the same price, I think. Because right now you get the Breakdancer Barbie online for anywhere between $40 and $70 I've seen. The price fluctuate a bunch. But it is nice. She does have her little purse and her little clutch and her phone. And she's got some bangles, which with her broken hand, I'm not gonna try to shove those onto her wrist right this minute. And again, she does have another outfit, so it's nice. But at, let's see, so 7 pieces of clothing total if you include her underwear, in addition to 2 pairs of shoes. So that's 9 pieces, 2 purses, 11 pieces. The bangles will count as 12, the phone 13, and the glasses 14. So you are paying, and we'll say the doll on a Made to Move body is about worth $20 of a normal playline doll. So you're still going to be paying about $80 for 14 pieces, which for Barbie is not a crazy amount to pay, but considering they're all actually like tailored pieces and sewn pieces and none of it is printed, it's actually probably about where you would pay for the signature dolls. But again, I know I probably won't be ordering a second just because I'm not going to rebody this one most likely, because she has a new face mold and she is really pretty, and I'm fingers crossed hoping that they release the Breakdancer Barbie, which I will be able to rebody a couple of times because whenever she comes out I'll buy like 4 of her. But yeah, so these are our 5 readily available made to move types, and I say readily available not really in the BMR case because she's no longer for sale, and not really for the looks Barbie either, because once they sell out they don't seem to restock very easily, which is kind of funny to me that Mattel takes pre-orders but doesn't pre-order on restocks, which would seem like a better business move if you're asking me, Mattel. But yeah, so I mean, that is the Barbie style number 3 doll, and she looks great. All of her accessories are on point. Will I use any of those accessories to style her? Probably, but not in the outfits that they've provided. I feel like these pieces are all going to get piecemealed out to my other Curvy dolls, and I'm going to kind of elevate her look a little bit. But actually the 4 in the back are all wearing outfits that were designed as outfits, which is kind of funny because I'm talking about how I don't usually keep them. But again, a lack of outfits that fit Curvy dolls kind of plays into that factor. But yeah, so that is the skin tone differentiation. If you guys can see that, I wanted to give you guys a little bit better look at some of these. Because see, we do have, this is our lightest, and then we've got this sort of mid-range. She's more of the Kira body tone from BMR. And then we have this one and our looks and our BMR Curvy. So this has been Disney D Prints. If you have any questions about the Barbie style number 3 doll, please let me know in the comments. If you liked it, leave me a like. And as always, follow along because I've got lots more things to talk about. Bye, y'all. Be good.